Hello YouTube, it's your boy Marky. We're gonna do a playthrough of an RP, like a roleplay playthrough of Skyrim, or not Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Online. I'm basically going to recreate my character from Skyrim, Jaja La La, you know, Jaja, the Jaja the Khajiit. I'm gonna recreate him in the Elder Scrolls Online, and we're gonna play him just the way I had originally, just the way we played him in Skyrim. He's going to be a Nightblade because obviously he was a stealth archer when I used him to fight that dragon and those two streams. The dragons did play through there. It wasn't a complete playthrough, but I'm going to make up for that with this. This will be a playthrough of the game, and yeah, I have been having lots of problems with my situation at my home. Lots of bullshit's been happening. I've been not able to upload because of it, and so hopefully I'll be able to make up for that with this series and the Sims playthrough. That will be happening soon too. So without further ado, let's recreate our boy Jaja as best we can, and have some fun with it. It's not going to be completely accurate due to Skyrim, or due to Elder Scrolls Online's weird ass setup. So it's not going to be completely accurate, but I will do my best to make it as accurate as I can. Not that it's going to matter, because I have an outfit set for him that I bought specifically for him and my Argonian character. So he will be wearing that outfit for the majority of the time, so that literally will not matter. But here we are. This is him. This is our boy Jaja La La. We're gonna call him because this is our boy Jaja in Elder Scrolls Online. It's hopefully this series ends up, you guys, if you give me positive, if I get positive comments or just, thumb likes and whatnot, I'll know, hey, you guys like this. If you want to see me post more of Jaja, whether it be in Skyrim, just me doing random stuff on him in Skyrim, then, by all means, let me know. And without further ado, let's get into it. Also, like I said, this will be a roleplay series, so I will be reacting as if I, myself, am Jaja. So if you hear me, so you guys know what a roleplay playthrough is, but essentially, if you don't, here's the basics. I will be pretending to be my character in Elder Scrolls Online as he goes throughout his journey. And I will be reacting as if I am him. I will be reading the dialogue and listening to the dialogue of the NPCs in the game that I talk to. And we're going to play through. So, let's do this. I already have a max level character on here, so as soon as I hit level 50, I already have champion, I think it's like champion level 200, so whatever, let's do this. Roleplay starts as soon as I log into as soon as my character is, roleplay starts as soon as my character is logged completely in and I'm into the tutorial, so, let's do it. And the good thing is the two weapons that I plan on using are going to be handed right to me in the tutorial, so that's one of the other reasons why we're going to be doing this tutorial, because the two weapons that I plan on using are going to be handed directly to me. I plan on dual wielding. Oh, that's just my Tamriel Trade Center. Where am I? Locked in prison, it seems. Maybe should I look around? Kaji, should look around. Okay. Who are you?
There you are.
Where am
on
I?
your feet. I know magical translocation can really upset the stomach. Just take a moment and get your bearings, alright?
Yes, yes. Where is Khajiit?
The Isle of Bolfiera, home of Clan Verini. I apologize for the cramped accommodations. We pride ourselves on courtesy, but circumstances here have taken a turn for the bizarre. I needed to make sure you weren't a danger to yourself or others.
Well then, it would be kind of nice, High Elf Lady, to let Khajiit out, now wouldn't it?
You might not be so eager to escape once you hear what's going on. You arrive via a portal, along with a Daetric beast called Shayazel. It seized control of our golems and unleashed them on the island. If I free you, will you help me stop Shayazel?
Yes! Khajiit will help you, in exchange for Khajiit's freedom.
Wise choice. Just give me a moment. There. That should unlock the door. When you're ready, follow me.
Okay. Khajiit will follow. Okay, first things first. Let's go to my collections. Yes. Appearance, hats. Let's put on no. Let's put on this mask. Costumes, and then let's put on the wedding suit. So this is our boy Jaja's outfit in Skyrim and Elder Scrolls right now for the moment. Talk.
There you are, free as a spring cricket. I hope you intend to keep your word. We'll need each other out there. Of that I'm certain. The name's Norianwe, by the way, of Clan Verini. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Khajiit is also pleased to make your acquaintance, Lady Norianwe. I'm just gonna call you Norian. It's easier.
We're bound for a place called the Key Rights Gallery. But first, I need to know you can defend yourself. Hurtling through the Orbis and falling flat on your ear left you a bit scattered. Find a weapon, and we'll work out the cobwebs. Fair?
Fair enough, my good lady. Fair enough.
Of course. I can't promise total transparency, but I'll be as forthcoming as I can.
Also, Khajiit has questions.
The Key Rights Gallery is an ancient substructure of Bolfiera Island, built long before my clan arrived. On account of all the doors, the gallery's full of ancient gates, each with some arcane connection to places in Tamriel and beyond. Once the gates came to life, rifts opened. You fell out of one of them. The Daedra, Shayazel, emerged from another. I cast an incantation of the steed, snatched you up, and fled as fast as my feet would carry me. I heard the Daedra cursing, followed by some kind of explosion, but I didn't look back. I hope the gallery is still standing. Nothing irresponsible, if that's what you're
doing here.
I'm a member of Clan Verini's intelligence guild, the Cinderella. More scholar than spy, I assure you. I was conducting some research in the gallery, then pop! You and that monster arrived.
Oh, so why are you studying this place, huh?
The gallery's always been a place of special interest for the guild, but we never quite cracked how it worked. Despite the dangers, this is our greatest breakthrough to date. The guild master will be ecstatic, provided we get it under control.
Because he seems to recall you saying something about golems. What exactly is going on here?
Would it frustrate you to hear that I have no idea? We Dureni are cautious by nature, so the Isle of Bolfiera has many defenses. Magical stone guardians protect many of our sacred sites, but somehow this Daedra found a way to turn them against us.
Can you describe this Shahazad to me?
Ugh, do I have to? If I recall my studies correctly, I'd say it's a harvester, a huge serpentine creature that feeds on souls and magicka. If it finds a way to consume the energies of the gallery, we will be in very serious trouble.
Okay, so I must take a weapon. So, let's see. What type of weapon does Khajiit want? Daggers? Yes.
Larger weapons like staves and great axes will take both hands to use. You can pair smaller weapons with a shield, or another weapon of that size. The choice is yours. Yes, I think that one suits you. If you change your mind, feel free to take any other weapon you want. Now, let's find a spot to practice. This is as good a place as any. Now, prepare yourself while I conjure up a dance partner. Let's begin. Impressed? Well done. Top marks. Attack. Brilliant. Ready yourself. Quick, strike while it's off balance. You're unnatural. Keep up the give it everything you've got. That's the way. Well done. Protect yourself. Use your heaviest attack. Now some foes will try to restrain you. Quickly, break free. Be ready to break free. Again, make ready. Now bash the construct before it strikes. Now press your advantage with a heavy attack. Again, halt its attack. Swiftly now, interrupt it. When your enemy prepares an attack. Good, now destroy it. Well done. Come speak with me for a moment. With moves like that, the Daedra doesn't stand a chance. Yes, I'd say we're ready to set out.
So, where is Khajiit headed? Or we?
To reach the Keyride's gallery. We have to make it out of this ruin and across a wide field full of the golems I mentioned. With any luck, we'll be able to slip past them. But I'm not all that lucky. So I'm sorry in advance.
Alright, we'll head there next. What can Khajiit and Nice Lady expect to encounter in this said gallery?
Well, it begins with a door, the first of many. The only way to access the gallery is through a mysterious gateway. Once we pass through that initial door, we'll step into a huge vault. This is the part that worries me most.
Why does this worry you, Nice Lady?
I believe Shayazel, the Daedric creature that's causing all this mischief, may have nested itself in there. So be prepared to fight.
Khajiit will be prepared, but we're dealing with the Shayazel lady. Pacify the golems.
I can't say anything with certainty, but ridding the world of an otherworldly abomination can't hurt, right? Its influence might linger for a time, but the golems should return to normal before too long. Hopefully.
Okay, let us go.
One of the stray golems. We might want to sneak past it. Almost there. Let's hurry. Right. The entrance to the Keyride's gallery should be east of here. Let's set out.
Oh, because people have to get the hang of sneaking.
The Keyride's gallery is in here. Let's head inside. Well, this is upsetting. Jaja's bones. The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. Must have cracked this sky shard. Without a functioning sky shard, this gate remains locked, and there's no way for us to proceed. Damn!
Well, is there any way Khajiit can fix?
Unless you have a set of enchanting tools and a working knowledge of meteoric empowerment theory, no, there's nothing for it. We need to find a replacement. I saw one
Where can we find a replacement?
here a few days ago, but it was flanked by one of the island's more powerful golems. Normally, I'd say we should search for another option, but given the circumstances, I think we have to risk it.
Alright, let's find Sky Shard. Can Khajiit ask you something before we set out?
Of course. Let's not tarry too long, though.
What are Sky Shards exactly?
Giant clusters of meteoric glass. They fall from Aetherius, charged with raw and very potent magicka. Mages use sky shards in all kinds of rituals and experiments. We Dureni use them as a power source.
What kind of golem did you see near Sky Shard?
It's a monstrous sentinel called a gargoyle. I've never seen one fight, but by all accounts, they are far more powerful than the golems we've faced thus far.
Let us do this.
All right. Do you see that vault to the south? The sky shard is there. There it is, the sky shard. What? Did you just absorb the energy of that shard? Incredible. Not quite what I intended, but we can work with this. Let's head back to the gate. All right, moment. Focus on the sky shard aperture. With any luck, it'll respond to the power you absorbed and unlock the gate. I'm afraid we've reached the really scary bit. The Daedric creature responsible for all these portals waits just beyond that gate. If you have any other preparations to make them now.
Do you have any advice on how Khajiit might slay this monster?
Again, I'm just a scholar, but I'd encourage you to remember what we practiced before. Keep moving, strike true, and exploit any opening the creature gives you.
Good advice. Let us go.
There it is. Send it back to oblivion.
Only I
Die. You did it! Hopefully the gallery wasn't too badly damaged. Follow me. By all the stars. Look at the central column. I had no idea it was concealing something like this. Let's get a closer look. This is the Keyrights Gallery, but not as I remember it. Now I see why we never managed to unlock the gates. Their power comes from this arcane helix. Amazing. With the helix exposed, these gates can finally reopen. Perhaps not all of them at first, but enough to reach most of Tamriel. The question for you, I suppose, is where to first? Can you believe this? Just look around. With this arcane helix exposed, the chamber is positively crackling with magic. The Keyrights Gallery has come to life, and I finally think I know why.
What do you mean? Why didn't it come to life?
Because of you. Matters in Tamriel are bleak. War rages in Cyrodiil. Daedric princes conspire. Dragons ride the winds of elsewhere. The Second Era needs a savior. I believe the gallery, perhaps even the Adamantine Tower itself, chose you.
What do you think Khajiit should do next?
The Keyrights Gallery opened doors to every corner of Tamriel, places I suspect that desperately need a hero's aid. This choice is yours to make, but wherever you choose to go, I'm sure adventure awaits. May the stars protect you.
Okay.
So, have you chosen where to go? What region of the world strikes your fancy? Not everyone gets to pass instantly from one side of Tamriel to another, you know. This is quite a gift.
Do you plan to use any of one of these doors as well?
What, me? No, I've got work to do. The Cinderil will want every bit of this place searched and studied. Since I did the discovering, I'll probably end up leading the effort. Adventure abroad sounds all well and good, but my place is here.
Do you really think fate brought Khajiit here?
Well, fate's sort of a clumsy way to put it. No offense. Honestly, we may never know why you were chosen. But I believe there was intention here. Something, whether it be the stars, the gallery, or the tower itself, placed you here for a reason.
And Shahrazal? Why was it brought here?
Perhaps it followed you to prevent you from reaching your, well, destiny sounds a bit too grandiose. Let's just say to stop you from reaching your potential. Then again, maybe the power of this place brought you here to stop Shahrazal.
I guess we'll never know.
Probably not. But what's a life without unanswered questions, right? Boring, if you ask me.
Do you think you'll ever unravel the mysteries of this place?
Ha! An elf can hope. Answering that question will probably keep me occupied for the next 100 years. Is the helix connected to the Adamantine Tower? How does it perceive distant corners of Tamriel? I may never understand it, but I'll do my best.
Any thoughts on where I should go? Where Khajiit should go? Excuse me 1 second. I have to go give my roommate his meds. I will be right back. Any thoughts on where Khajiit should go?
It is a bit overwhelming, isn't it? The whole of Tamriel is stretched out before you. We could start with the political considerations. 3 great alliances vie for control of Cyrodiil. Does the fate of the Pact, Covenant, or Dominion interest you?
Yes, Khajiit would like to travel to an alliance territory.
Excellent. You can visit Stros Makai in Daggerfall Covenant territory, an island called Canarthi's Ruse that the Aldmeri Dominion set its eyes on, or the Ebonheart Pact's domain.
On second thought, Khajiit might want to travel outside of the areas of the borders of the 3 alliances. The 3 great alliances.
I don't blame you. Interprovincial intrigue is the basis of my whole profession, and even I find it tiresome after a while. I suppose that widens the map a bit.
What else could I find adventure?
Well, as I said before, threats to Tamriel have grown like weeds practically everywhere. Would you prefer to spend time among my elven kin, the Khajiit of elsewhere, or men of the north and south?
What can you tell Khajiit about elsewhere?
According to our spies, the land of the catfolk is in sorry shape. Imperial holdouts sit upon the throne, and a rage of dragons spilled out of the halls of Colossus, burning everything in their path. If it's adventure you seek, you'll find it there.
You mentioned elves too. Where can Khajiit find them?
If you take the gate to Vardenfell, you can meet the Dark Elves, and maybe even the God King, Vivek. You could also travel south to Somerset Isle, our ancestral home and the primary seat of power for the High Elves.
Is there some work to do on Somerset?
Always. Though the natives don't make it easy. High Elves of Somerset don't share the Durrani's pragmatism. They're often too proud to ask for help. But our agents reported some strange activity around the Crystal Tower. It's probably worth a look.
Can you tell Khajiit about these realms of men you mentioned?
Certainly. One of these gates appear to go to Western Skyrim, a hermitical kingdom of Nords led by King Svargrim. The other leads to Blackwood, at the southern tip of Cyrodiil. Imperial remnants rule there.
What is happening in Western Skyrim?
The Nords of Western Skyrim are inhospitable, to put it lightly. Even so, we've been able to glean a few things. I've read reports about increased vampiric activity in the region. Never a good sign. They need stout adventurers to deal with it.
I think I'm let's see. Okay, so let's see. Where should Khajiit go? First off, let us claim revolt, shall we? Point it to stealth. Let us get this right. Let's see, where should Khajiit go? Elsewhere. Somerset, Western Skyrim, Vardenfell, Bleak Rock Isle, Stros Makai, Canarthi's Roost, and I believe this would have been Blackwood had I had the expansion, but I don't have the expansion yet, so we cannot go there. I think we'll start off in Stros Makai. let's start in Western Skyrim. Seems like the best option. Khajiit will start in Western Skyrim.
Western Skyrim, a cold place inhabited by colder people. They may disagree, but those Nords need fresh perspective. A group of vampires have mounted a shadow invasion. I hesitate to think on what they're planning. If anyone can stop them, it's you.
No, never mind. I don't think I want to deal with vampires just yet. Let's see now. Khajiit will start.
This portal leads to Vardenfell. Fascinating, given that the Dark Elves only recently opened it to outsiders. Our spies indicate there might be something wrong with the Dunmer's God King, Vivek. Anything capable of that is a threat to everyone.
It is written, my Vardenfell, my paradise.
Be wary, Trevor. Pilgrims have been attacked on these roads.
At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles.
It attacked our camp last night, tore poor Ilva's head off, right in front of me.
We must hunt it. We must kill it.
Ashlanders once respected each other, helped one another.
These nomadic heretics deny the divinity of the tribunal and have no love for
Lies upon lies! Does it give them pleasure to invent reasons to bring us harm?
I'm not sure they deserve to be saved, but that's what we have to do.
I don't need you starting a blood feud.
Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity.
Khajiit has arrived in a very strange town. Khajiit should probably explore. Strange town?
Please, someone, we need help.
I don't know. A random person needs Khajiit's assistance. Let us help this
There's an
stranger.
armiger injured on the road outside Seydanin. So much blood. They need help.
Okay. Tell Khajiit what happened.
I'm not exactly sure. The buoyant armiger was accompanying Canon Valasar on a mission for Lord Vivek, but something terrible must have happened. Canon Valasar sent me to find help. She's on the road just outside of Seydanin. Will you help them?
Khajiit will go find Balazar. Sky Shatter again. Khajiit should get Sky Shatter. I should grab Sky Shatter first. That might be best. Does Khajiit hit? Okay, go through the building.
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed, Lord Vivek, and left a colleague alone at the tomb.
What has happened at the ancestral tomb?
Lord Vivek sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Andrano ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety, but we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivek bestowed upon us.
Three of you? You mentioned another priest.
Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivek's questions, but there's no way he can get past the Daedra or ask the questions on his own. May the three grant him wisdom.
Khajiit can go to the tomb and help Canon Levoul.
Tyson, what's wrong? Someone help!
By the three! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Those words, what do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle.
Lord Vivek, protect me. That was Azura, the queen of the night sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander. I'm surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivek's wrath to proclaim a prophecy. But she did say you were here to aid us.
What just happened here?
The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb.
Tell Khajiit more about your mission at the tomb.
We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivek. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsey, and we were forced to flee.
Daedra?
Vile creatures from oblivion. You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra. Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Levoul apart. He's definitely not a warrior. Just look at what they did to the buoyant armiger.
What is a buoyant armiger?
The buoyant armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to emulate Lord Vivek's deeds through actions and words. Poor Urnsey. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain.
What? Red Mountain?
Where are you from? Children learn of Red Mountain before they even taste Flynn. The mountain sits at the center of Vardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber.
Tell me more. Tell me more about Azura.
Wise Daedric Prince of Dawn and Dusk. She's one of the good Daedra, for what that's worth. But for her to speak through an innocent means something terrible is about to happen. Why else would she dare Lord Vivek's wrath?
Lord Vivek and Azura don't get along?
What do they teach you where you come from? Lord Vivek's a living god! Azura is merely the anticipation of Sorthasir. Vivek stands as the present and the future, while Azura clearly represents Vardenfell's past. So no, they don't get along.
Who is Lord Vivek?
You don't know Lord Vivek, one of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's no time. Canon Levoul remain behind. He needs help if he's going to get inside the tomb and ask Vivek's questions.
Vivek is a living god?
Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind. He's the warrior poet who lives in a grand palace in Vivek City. Lord Vivek sent us on this holy mission to request information from Canon Levoul's ancestor. It breaks my heart that I have failed him.
So, Tajik will have to go investigate this too. But, my dear friends,
it's too dangerous. What am I going to do?
That is an adventure for another day. That will be the end of this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed it by giving it a thumbs up. If this, if I get some thumbs up, I'll know that there are people out there that like this, and it will continue. And it will also continue regardless because I need some further content on my channel, and my mom recently paid for this, so I said, forget it, let's do it. So, I will see you in the next video.